30 psychological facts about introverts. Number 1. Many personality theories identify introversion as one of the major personality traits, more quiet, reserved, and introspective. These are characteristics of introverts. Number 2. Introverts avoid conflict because they are emotionally sensitive and empathic. As a result, it's possible to interpret this as a sign of weakness or subservience. Number 3. Introverts don't have a large social network. Instead, they place a high value on personal relationships with their closest friends. If you're friends with an introvert, you've got a friend for life. Number 4. Introverts can be sluggish and slow to get things done, but once they commit, they will give it their all. Number 5. You want company just like extroverts, but you want it for a shorter period of time or with people you already know. Well, number 6. Introverts avoid social situations because they are preoccupied with their own thoughts and feelings. Number 7. Introverts are naturally curious. Self-sufficient and driven, does best working by themselves. Number 8. Most introverts despise phone calls because they engender pointless dialogue as a result. They prefer texting because they are good writers. Number 9. Introverts dislike being the focus of attention. Number 10. According to surveys, rainy days at home are seen as a blessing for introverts. To emotions, introverts tend to be more reserved. They have a reputation for being solemn, dependable, and somber. Number 12. Introverts have the tendency to become engrossed in their own thoughts. It's common for them to overanalyze both good and bad things that happen. They keep playing back the memories over and over in their heads. Number 13. For introverts, recharging is critical. Instead of constantly going out, they prioritize quiet and restful time so that they can recharge and be ready for anything. Number 14. Introverts avoid small talk. Don't start conversations and don't speak unless they want to prefer discussions that are more academic in nature. However, once you've gotten them to open up, it's a completely different story. They are difficult to stop. Number 15. One-on-one conversations with a single person are preferred by introverts over group conversations. Number 16. Introverts value quality over quantity. They either have a small group of reliable friends or none at all. Better to have no friends than superficial friends. Number 17. Introversion and shyness are two different things. Being an introvert doesn't mean that someone is afraid to interact with others. It does, however, imply that introverts are less likely to engage in social activities simply for the sake of engaging in social activities. Number 18. Introverts are more prone to depression, but they are also more resilient and can get back on their feet stronger. Number 19. Introverts don't always want to be alone all the time. Even if they are, however, more at ease with their own thoughts than those of others. Number 20. Rather than going to a loud, crowded restaurant, introverts prefer to eat at home with some soft music playing in the background. Number 21. Introverts tend to be more inwardly focused on their own thoughts, feelings, and moods rather than seeking out stimulation from the outside world. Number 22. About a third of people are introverts, and they're incredibly creative because of this. They have the potential to be excellent musicians, writers, and artists of various kinds. Number 23. If you place introverts in a busy environment, their brain will quickly overload and shut down to stop the inflow of information. This is why introverts wind down at the end of the day, to recharge that lost energy. Number 24. Introverts have thicker prefrontal cortex nerve tissue part of the brain, responsible for making decisions. This suggests that introverted people are better at making decisions, whereas extroverts are more adapted, living in the moment and not dwelling on problems. Number 25. An introvert dislikes social gatherings with a large number of people. The excessive bickering stops their strength. Number 26. Introverts require a period of time to reflect on their lives and pursue interests. Most of the time, introverts prefer to be alone. Number 27. Introverts prefer to be valued as individuals rather than for how well they fit in with a group or for their social skills. Because they prefer to think for themselves, they are rarely left to follow what is regarded as being fashionable. Number 28. It's unrealistic to expect introverts to evolve into extroverts. They're just different people with different personalities and approaches to problems, having a mix of the two personality types. And beaver can sometimes result in the best solutions. Number 29. Introverts have a strong sense of altruism and compassion, and they aren't as concerned with material things. People often mistake them for being arrogant or weird because of his sincere desire to improve the world. Number 30. According to one biological theory, introverts have higher cortical arousal, the rate and amount of brain activity, and can therefore process more information per second. As a result, introverts tend to avoid situations where there is a lot of activity,